We're live, Newsday Tuesday. Len, my friend, we're locked in with the Rome Show. How you doing, Len?
I am doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. Ready for summer though.
Oh man, you got that right. You can see I'm sipping some tea here. I'm fighting my second cold of 20, excuse me one sec. Second cold of 2026. I'm on what you'd call the back nine, as golfers might say. I think you and I need to get out golfing. I think that's what we got to do. That's going to have to be a video short this spring. Talking about summer and spring. Let's maybe get out to Stanley. We'll get out to the range, see where we go from there. What do you think?
Yeah, I've been thinking about golfing. I want to
Good.
golf now.
Yeah. Like, what were you saying?
I want to golf now. I'm ready.
Rome, it's the best. I wish I had thought about golfing, on a regular basis as young as you are, because it'd be a lot easier now. Mrs. Besthoff and I are golfing tonight. We For Christmas, I got her one of those indoor league memberships. Yes, I got it for myself too, but I'm more the tag along here. There's a great story there. Mrs. B was a great softball player years and years ago. Excuse me, I only got so much running room with the throat today. And for the last 10 years, she really hasn't been able to play a lot of sports because, softball's a little bit of a tough sport to do as you get to my age. And so she picked up golf. And oh my gosh, she hits so well. And so I thought, your significant other a lot of times will give you a list of things to get for the holidays, and it'll be like, oh, here's the link to Amazon, here's the link to LL Bean, here's the link to Express or Mac, and what's the fun in that, right? So
Right.
I'm always like, let me get something that's a little bit off the beaten path, and so I thought, she loves golfing. Her drives were great, even late into the season. And so I'm like, I want to keep that going. I don't want her to be totally stale, in March, that first time we get out to Stanley with you, or, whatever we end up doing. And so she has been golfing. We started mid-Jan, and we were terrible the first few weeks because indoor golf is different. It's not the same. Um, Excuse me. But what we're learning is that, once you sort of get the hang of how it works, it's a lot of fun. And you do get to practice some concepts, and you're really using your golf brain. So, Rome, I would tell you, even it's a little expensive. Actually, let's wait to get you outside because the indoor ranges are like 40 to 50 an hour. Um, so they're not cheap. So you want to, make the time worth it. And, if you're really getting started, it's better to like go to Stanley with me and we can take our time, with a bucket or two of balls. But anyway, um, it's been really great for her. My golf is still, but it isn't about me. So I'm just along for the ride on this one, and it's been a lot of fun for her. And it's been, it's nice to get a gift that she wasn't expecting and that she's really enjoying. So that was a little bit of an aside there on the golf, but yeah. How about we start with some of the fun stuff in our podcast? Because we're recording at a different time. It's in the morning. I've got great light coming in the office here, so I thought it'd be a good time to do this. But I gotta get going with my Tuesday news day, as we like to say. Um, we got our fun stuff. Would it be okay to start with sports?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll let you go first since we talked about golf here for a while.
Yeah. So my sports, New York Knicks. It's my sports team of the week.
All right.
They've
Why
been winning
so?
some games.
Yeah.
Um, they beat the Philadelphia 76ers. They beat Brooklyn Nets. They also beat well, that was it. They almost beat Golden State, and they almost beat Dallas.
Yeah, I've been hearing a little bit about the Knicks. I grew up, a Knicks fan. and that was a million years ago. But they've certainly had their ups and downs. Some more ups in the last few years, and that's good to see. My daughter has become a Celtics fan because she lives up in Boston, Metro Boston now. Um, I don't necessarily approve of that, but
Yeah, Knicks are doing better.
yeah, yeah, they got the new coach, which was big news because I guess the other coach, Thibodeau, was pretty good, but he had turned him around, and then I guess this new guy, Brown, I guess they think he can get him over the top. We'll see. We'll see. It sort
Yeah,
of segues to, my sports, which is just the NFL. It's just still just the biggest headline ever. We just had a really good championship weekend. Now we've got the Super Bowl where the Patriots are making their triumphant return less than a decade after their last Super Bowl. So we'll see how that goes. The New England Patriots will be going against the Seahawks. I believe the Seahawks are favored in this, but don't hold me to that. And I will tell you, most people that know football better than me are saying the Seahawks are going to do well. And then the other fun thing about it, the NFL, I'm not going to dwell on it because you can tell my voice is limited. Um, is this head coaching craziness, and our team, the Giants, got a really good head coach, John Harbaugh, and hopefully that works out. So it's just the NFL is a funny beast because even though the season's really over for people like me, there's still all this stuff going on in the background you can pay attention to.
yeah. I think it's gonna be a good sports year this year.
Yeah, yeah. I've got a plug for the mothership. We've got the Super Bowl coming up on NBC. I believe it's like February 7th or 8th. Don't hold me to the date, but soon. So check it out on NBC. We're excited to carry that.
Oh yeah, that's right there. A couple weeks.
We got Olympics. Our one of my coworkers, Gabby Lucivero, our sports director, she's gearing up to head over to Europe to cover the Olympics. So how exciting is that? You're going to get live coverage from an actual person you watch here. Again, on NBC Connecticut exclusively. So that's a lot of fun. You can see it online, you can see it on your phone, you can see it on your TV, all kinds of places. So definitely check that out. You'll be seeing ads everywhere. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
So what I've been eating lately, my favorite dish for this week is beef and broccoli with white rice.
Yeah, that's good. That's like reminds me of like Chinese food, bad Chinese food you get, like pepper steak or something like that. Beef and broccoli is a step up, and I would almost say, Rome, that's you're venturing into comfort food with something like that.
Yeah, gotta have the good comfort food.
At, at 3 degrees when this office cranked up this morning, and credit to the people who built this house. I think it's a La Cava house. That's the name they have. They call it. La Cava was a big construction firm back in the 70s and 80s. Because I'll tell you, man, Mrs. B and I are pretty tight with the heat, and it's not cold in here. I mean, I got 2 layers. It's 65 degrees maybe, but I don't have a lot of drafts. It's not, I mean, my basement's cold. I was down there this morning. Um, yeah, I got to feed the birds. So, if we really ever get this going, maybe I'll have a second camera. I can punch to it, show you some birds, all that kind of crazy stuff. I mean, you should see the view I've got here. It's great. I look out into my backyard and it's all snow covered. I've got all the you ever have those little figurines that are powered by solar energy and they move and stuff? I got a few of those. It's a fun little
Yeah,
office. So, things to put on the wish list, I guess. All right, my voice is running out, Rome, so we should keep moving here. Other fun things. We've got TV entertainment. Oh, you said food. That's right. It's my turn. I am so sorry.
yeah,
Um, Vegetarian chili. Mrs. B makes an amazing vegetarian chili. It's to the point now where She'll serve it at like a book club function, or other family and friend events. Um, and I'll tell you the little secret with the vegetarian chili. It's really good and I love it, but you add some meat to it. Oh my gosh. It's it's like out of this world. And then I love excuse me. I'm just yeah, still getting over the cold, sorry. But I love the version of chili, the Cincinnati chili, where you add pasta to it, or specifically in Cincinnati, I believe it's spaghetti. But I'll just throw pasta in there, and it just, if you don't like it too spicy, or you want to take a little of the heat off, or you want to have a little bit of carbs with all that, vegetable and sauce and stuff. It's a way to balance it out a little bit. And oof, is it good? Vegetarian chili, love it, love it. So that's
Gotta
that's
add
my
a little
food for the
meat.
week.
Sounds good too.
Yeah, yeah, I can get you that recipe.
I'll take it. So for the entertainment, my TV show of the week, Rookie Blue.
Yeah,
Uh
how's that going?
it's going good. I keep binge watching it. I'm on season 4 now. And my movie of the week is it's an old movie, but I found out about it yesterday. 7 Seconds with Wesley Snipes. It came out in 2005.
Interesting.
It's an adventure movie. He was a
Yeah.
bank robber. Then mafia kidnapped his son because he robbed one of their banks. Then he had to get his son back. Action movie. Nice one.
So I've been watching movies like crazy. We'll get to me in a minute. But you know, have you ever seen in a movie a bank robbery where they actually get away with it?
No.
Seems like they get caught every time.
Yeah, every time.
Mm, I'll tell you, in news, they never get away with it, especially locally. I mean, it's like that is not, you got to be really desperate to be robbing a bank because the security is so good now between the cameras, the security that's there, the fact that they have die packs, with the money they give you, you know, this, and this. And there's other stuff that, you know, you don't see in the movies that I can't really talk about. But yeah,
That's how
I
one
don't
of them
get
got
that.
caught too. The die pack. His face was blue.
Yeah, it's always something like that. At least locally. I'm not, certainly there've been bank heists that they've done movies about, and those are fun and exciting and amazing when you hear how these people did do what they did. If they're biopics or, histopics or, they're loosely based on history, whatever. Um, Pretty interesting. And I will tell you, I am in movie mode now. So I am a card carrying member of the American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, which is a union for anchors and reporters. And we're part of a larger organization called SAG-AFTRA. So AFTRA, my union, is merged with the Screen Actors Guild. And they, as you may have heard over the years, have a annual awards that they call a precursor to the Oscars. Usually, whatever someone gets nominated for in the SAG Awards carries over, excuse me, into the Oscars. And so I actually vote for the Actors Awards, which are, sponsored by the Screen Actors Guild. And Mrs. B and I have been watching movies like crazy since January 7th. I've got until mid-late February to watch all the movies and TV shows. I don't know if I'll get to all the TV shows. It's just so much. You can sample them too. You can watch a certain amount of them, and then I vote, and my vote actually counts. So it's pretty cool. Um, Let me see. I can literally tell you the movie I watched last night with Mrs. B. We watched Song Sung Blue, which is part of the words from a Neil Diamond song. If you know Neil Diamond, big, pop singer back in the 70s and 80s, still very popular. My mother loved Neil Diamond. um, and it was really good. It was sort of, I don't, it wasn't really an autobiographical. It was more a story about this guy who was down on his luck, who started becoming like a lounge singer doing, Neil Diamond tributes. And it was good. It was good. I recommend it. It dragged on a little bit, but it's nominated. I think the male lead was nominated for best actor, or it may have been the female lead. I can't remember. Or support. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember which one. I'll look at all that later. But last night I was just taking in the movie, and I'll figure all that out. So that ends our fun stuff, and probably I got to merge into the news and get going with the news day. I don't know how much longer my throat's gonna last, Rome. It's just this is cold number 2, and I'm on the end of it, but whoop, kicking my keister.
I've
Mm.
been lucky so far.
You've probably been doing better with the vitamins, or eating oranges and stuff than me. I'm pretty good at it, but I don't know. I think I'm just gonna be the bubble boy until spring or something. But anyway, so let's hit some news. There's one real big headline today, and this is one of these where national news is merging a little bit with local. Senate Democrats said this week that they plan to propose allowing people to sue federal employees in state court for civil rights claims. They held a news conference after federal agents shot and killed a second person in Minneapolis. And state Democrats here in Connecticut said the move is needed to ensure accountability. So, again, let me go over that. Senate Democrats in Connecticut are saying they plan to propose allowing people to sue federal employees in state court for civil rights claims. State Republicans criticized this. The House Minority Leader called it an opportunistic political stunt and kind of disgusting. His point was that you can already sue federal employees in federal court. What the Democrats are saying is it's not that easy. So stay tuned on that one. But it's one of those rare cases where I'll do a news story about national news that's somehow, moving into local to some degree. The bigger story in Connecticut, though, frankly, I mean, that's big news. But what everyone is at least talking about in Connecticut is this massive, snowstorm that we're still recovering from. I can tell you here, I'm just east of the Connecticut River in Hartford, Metro Hartford. Mrs. B's not working today. She works in the schools. They've closed for a second straight day. And, one of the problems is, yes, the main arteries are clear. The secondaries, like Route 5, places like that, are better, but the local roads still aren't. So imagine, excuse me, if you have a school, let's say in Metro Hartford, and you have a teacher that lives out in East Hampton, they're not getting a school. So, we've all seen the roads. You've seen how much snow we had. And
A
so,
lot of snow.
yeah. And so it's, I have to come into work. I'm not exactly you wouldn't call me an essential employee, but the news business is sort of on that fringe because we're the ones telling people when the roads are open, when the roads are closed, all this other riffraff, we're telling you the weather. So there's some necessity to have us around. And so I was out on the roads yesterday going into work, and nobody on the roads. And I gotta say that, yes, they were clear. Kudos to the Connecticut Department of Transportation. But you got to be careful driving in the right lane because with a big snowstorm, if you've lived in New England for any amount of time, that right lane can suddenly end. So you really have to pay attention. Um, but excuse me. And anyway, so our state is still slowly waking up. NBC Connecticut has been reporting on continued delays at Bradley International Airport, expected, certainly as the world wakes up from this huge snowstorm we had. And let's talk and stay tuned to NBC Connecticut. We can give you all kinds of updates on as our state begins to wake up from a long weekend of snow. Most offices seem to be open today. We're recording on Tuesday News Day this week, just to give you a timestamp there. And the snow totals are incredible. These are a little dated. They're from yesterday, and you can probably tack on 2 to 3 inches with this because you probably got anywhere from 1 to 2 to 3 inches, Rome, where you are overnight or yesterday during the day.
Yeah,
Yeah, so check
but
out these. Oh, go ahead.
but the total, like, I think I got about 16.
hmm hmm I believe it. I believe it. And you're New Britain, right? Or
Yeah,
Middletown? I can't
yep.
remember. Yeah, I'm South Windsor, and we got 15 to 18. It's really hard to measure. So, but here's some of the totals just from yesterday. So again, tack on 1 to 3 of these. Andover 14, Avon 14, Berlin 13, Bethel 16, Bridgeport 15, Bristol 14, Burlington 14, Canton 14, Cheshire 17, Columbia 13, Coventry 18. And, my brother is up in Metro Boston and he's got 2 feet. So,
Wow.
yeah, big storm. And, continuing with our weather news, I am not a meteorologist, but um, what we're hearing is that apparently we may have more snow in the short term. Certainly we're going to have more snow. It's the winter, but we're in late January now. And I guess this weekend, we're looking at potentially a nor'easter coming. Excuse me. Roma, I'm running out of tire tread here. Sorry. This is the winter. We're talking about snow, and I'm fighting the end of my cold. But I believe the NBC Connecticut meteorologists have said that there may be some kind of disturbance coming through Sunday, possibly a nor'easter. They're being guarded with it now because they're being honest with you. It's 5 to 6 days out, so they can't tell you with precision what's going to happen yet. But keep an eye on that. Our Storm Tracker weather team at NBC Connecticut will have all these details coming up. Most accurate team in the state, 8 years in a row. So they'll get you the details on that. And, I just want another note on sports. This is the other big story. I mean, have you seen this UConn run with the men's basketball? I mean, the men and the women are doing great.
Yeah, I seen something about that yesterday.
If I've read this right, UConn men's basketball is currently owning a 15-game winning streak. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. That's crazy.
So they have a big game this week. As of this recording, they have not played Providence College for a second time. I believe they played once already, and it went to overtime, and UConn won. So, and Providence is not ranked. UConn right now is ranked number 2 in the country, and they're going to play, I believe, tonight. So we got something to do. It's Newsday Tuesday when we're recording here. But UConn has a big game with Providence. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. We're in that, as much as, look, man, it pains me that football is ending here. We basically got one game left, but there is nothing like college hoops. I love college hoops. And we are in, what do you call it? What time of the season? Conference play, I guess, for lack of a better term. It's that part of
Yeah,
the schedule now. And conference play is great. I loved it when I lived down south because every Saturday, Sunday, you'd be watching ACC and the games would be amazing. And you're right in the hotbed of, NC State and Duke and UNC, and it was just so fun. But here it's great too. It's different basketball, quite physical, the Big East, which is, a lot of fun.
yeah. I think they got it. They're gonna get it tonight.
I hope so. I hope so. I got family that went to both schools, so it'll be an interesting evening. I'm sure I'll be seeing some texts going back and forth. But Rome, I better cut it short because I don't think I got much voice left, and I got to go on TV today.
Oh boy, gotta get some time before you go.
A little bit of honey and tea, I think. So I'm just gonna make Mrs. Besthoff happy and not speak.
All right, hope you get better.
Thanks, man. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
All right. Take care, Ron.
You too.